thank you all for joining. This is the Regathering. Decompression after a beautiful gathering. All collectively through Arsenal.
Yay!
Yay! For us! And the rest of the beautiful community. I thought we might open with an
Good idea.
fitting. If you'd feel comfortable doing the hand thing. So hands out, thumbs to the left, slide your right hand right, your left hand left. Thumbs to the left, yeah. You should have your right hand facing down and your left hand facing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And just taking a moment just to close down the eyes, check in with the body, however you're feeling in this moment. Becoming aware of the sensations, the weight of the earth pressing against your legs. Back is slightly arched. Top of your head is being pulled towards the sky like it's on a piece of string. Shoulders slightly rolled back. And more attention in the face. Relaxing the tongue, cheeks, eyebrows. Becoming aware of the sensation of your breath, taking a few deep inhales and exhales. Just making a sound if you feel comfortable on the exhale. Just letting your breath return to normal pace. Observing the sensations as the breath comes in. So let's get ready to breathe in just a simple breath. Raising towards the sky. Sky from the Creator, providing creativity. Breathing out, lowering them to the earth. Putting our hands on the earth. Saying thank you for holding us. Taking our hands and placing them over our hearts. Wishing ourselves loving kindness. Accepting ourselves exactly as we are. Finally taking our hands to purpose position over the third eye, giving thanks for this moment, for this breath, for this life, this opportunity to grow, play, and create beautiful culture together. Just in time. Welcome, Sam. Sam has been busy beavering away on a beautiful wisdom system, getting it ready for what will be the second circle we'll do also. What's next? But this first circle, this first round, I wanted to open up a round of sharing about the gathering itself. And this can be anything that you would like to share. It might be a learning, it might be an expression of gratitude. It could be anything that you would like to share to the group, and you can pass on the talking stick. If you don't feel like saying anything, just pass it on. And since I have the talking stick, I have the power. And what the power this one is. So, I'm gathering. Wow! Thank you to everybody. It's so beautiful. I should also, I'm going to limit myself, and I think we should say, out of the respect for everybody's time, it's 14 people. Is that right? Ooh, what a number! But perhaps we keep the sharings fairly brief, so maybe just about one core thing that I'd like to share. And if we could keep it to, say, 2 or 3 minutes, because enough time for everybody to share something. And so, holding myself to the same standard. Oh yes, AJ on the timer! Can we get like a soft ding or something at like, say, 2 minutes? Like that. Oh, I like it!
Light drop.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in your 2 minutes is what you've already done count.
Minute and a half already. 30-second warning.
Very fair. Well, I think I can share more on the data type sides of things later. So I guess what I would like to share, a learning for me, aside from a big drop of gratitude to everyone, maybe I'll share it on instead. No, actually, I want to share an expression of gratitude for the wonderful human beings who did so much that no one saw in the background. And I think I thanked Angie at the gathering for the festival stuff that no one saw in the background, which included the over 100 hours she put into building the beautiful replica of the effigy that we all so much very much enjoyed burning on Saturday night. But also was doing comms in the background, creating those towels that we shared with the community to very interesting in the last few weeks. Was also on top of this acting as caretaker for our community. When we would have gatherings, there was quite often mess left after, and there was quite often things to be done and us to organise and get everything ready. And Angie has been tirelessly in the background cleaning and supporting us in the community so that we could gather in those weeks before the gathering itself and get it recorded. And these are the background and visible tasks that don't tend to be seen, and definitely not seen by these guys. So,
Ready? That was a quick 2 minutes. I just go around the circle. I just want to look at each of you and say thank you to each and every person that put in their contributions over the course of the gathering, and we didn't get to see a lot of the efforts that you all did. So thank you for those behind the scenes efforts. And I was going to talk about leadership when we started talking about it. All I want to say with the leadership stuff is just don't be afraid to step up into those roles. If you need help, you've still got help. But yeah, having someone to step up in each section and direct a little bit and be confident in those roles, I think it's important to make things work better. And that's pretty much all I've got to talk about at the moment. Yeah. Thanks for everyone for all the efforts. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say that it was such a beautiful experience all round, and even meeting the challenges was also an experience that I feel very grateful to have, because it builds this kind of more robust problem solving in our community. And if we really want to be able to go forth and create communities with integrity, that it's great to have these experiences to learn from. So the gratitude just keeps on giving. It really does. Thank you to you guys for having us in your home and creating this home space for us to be able to gather. And thank you for allowing us in your home space as well, so we're able to gather. But also to all of you for creating a home that we have in each other. This extended family. It's it means such a lot to me, being that I'm not from this part of this country, and a lot of you I've just sort of met for the first time through this. A lot of you, there's other the villages, as Peter says, there's all these other villages, and I believe that we can grow further and further from here. So thank you.
Thank you. I'm excited for the next gathering. I missed the first one, but I'm excited to help you, and very grateful. Thank you to be you guys. Thank you for your vibes.
Apart from only meeting you for the first time at a lot of you at the gathering, I haven't known you for a long time, but I feel like you're part of the family for me, the second family, which is, and thank you for the awesome place. It's incredible. And I feel that the Gathering was a very big creative space for people to build on. For me it was, and just learning new things and learning how we can all work together as a community for each other. That's pretty much
I learnt that get in quick. First in, first dress. I unfortunately missed the Gathering, but I know a lot of you from outside of as well, so I'm grateful to be included, and I've been setting a lot of intentions of wanting to build more solid community stuff and also step more into leadership and contribution, so I look forward to it in the future.
I just thank everyone broadly for contributions to the festival, because it's the first time I've ever attended a purely offerings-based event like that, and it was a really unique experience, and something I'm very happy to have been a part of.
I find it fascinating the number of people, the synergies of what aligns with what we're doing individually that seamlessly fit together really well for this event. I am encouraged to buy more and put more investment into what I was doing to bring to the gathering, but actually it was what I need to do for myself as well. So I think that's probably probably a lot of people put stuff in to what they want to be doing as part of, encouraged to do it as part of the OHM, which is really exciting because it means that it actually aligns really well with a lot of what we're individually doing. So it's like, how convenient, it all fits really nicely together. And again, the unsung heroes, it's like working overtime and so on. As more of us take more lead and do more that we can do, that's not just on a few people, I think, and that will probably be shared as we go forward. And so, but thanks very much for the opportunity and for the land and everyone. So it's great to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking kind of like well put. I was just thinking it like for myself it was so cool because everything that I kind of wanted to be doing by like kind of just magic of the universe and like me searching for what I wanted, I magically, not so magically, I don't know,
Totally magic.
perfectly, whatever. It's just magic is real. I don't know. Yeah, so just really cool, and yeah, everybody, like so many amazing people, like just like an over amount of every single person is awesome. Just like so cool to see everyone being their full self and doing like exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and yeah, just all together enabling each other, like to, and it's just it's so cool. It's so exciting. Yeah, it's only gonna get better, I think. So.
Beautiful. Thank you. You just put into words what I was thinking to say what I wanted to say. So you're the preface to what I'm going to say. It was a really, it's been a very tender time for a while for me. And so I had some challenges within myself. And so it was so incredible to see the contributions, the energy, the effort, the collaboration, the ease, the joy, the happiness on such a high level for all of you. And that really helped me, so I'm really grateful for that, so thank you. I have a gathering, and my gathering, I think, kind of attracted in some way, roundabout, at the end of the day, Peter to come talk to me about having the village. And then that, in a very direct, wonderful way, led to Cooper coming to me to talk about having the OHM, and then also van life comes. So I feel like really blessed to work really hard to keep this property, but that I can have these kinds of gatherings, and it makes it all possible and real, and a great mission in my life. So thank you guys for helping me dig a little deeper within to know what my mission is, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Amy was at my first gathering. It's We Rise by Lifting Others. It's we meant it initially to be for single moms, but single moms, women in need, and it's free. So all of the women volunteer their time and resources so that single moms can come and receive the 5 exercises. Like we like to do 10, but we just have one day, so we do breath work, meditation, yoga, prayer, and gratitude, and we offer workshops on how to practice that so that they get the benefits of that wisdom shared. So, with great food and great dancing and great movement. So I'm really grateful to be surrounded with these fellas and Angela and all of you who are the dreamers and the workers for this. So thank you.
Beautiful. Kimberly and
Obi?
Brenton in particular, I want to bring attention to. Brenton cleared all the land around the sweat lodge by hand, like not by hand machine, but by hand, because his machine broke. So then he just leapt in there and cleared the space. Good to it. And Kimberly, I had no fire chief, said I'd need a fire chief, and Kimberly just basically leapt into it. And fire chiefing is a serious thing to do, you know. It's like looking after, you know, red hot rocks and stuff, and getting them hot, and then holding the space and being there and delivering them without burning anyone and shit. It's quite a serious thing to do. So she blew me away, turned up and just, brought herself. That was great. Reflections on I leave it to you to be the ones who try to cover everything all at once, only to meet the chaos that arrives. Anyway, it's fun to watch you guys do that. I don't want to. So if you guys empower that, then I'll just ask for a loan of it when you're done. And I hope that by inviting and bringing more of you into the village, that more artistic beauty arrives at the village, because that would be my kind of oh my God reflection with OHM, was the music, the art presentation, the burning, the dance was really lovely. And we have lots of lovely contributions at our gatherings, but that was standout for a small bunch of people to make happen, and had some real relevance, being a rainbow serpent that wasn't even, it was like rainbow serpent country, for goodness sake. Yeah, so it just felt highly influential to me. It's very exciting for me to be able to watch another village form with it's the same kind of vibe, and you're all half my age, so this village thing, this OHM thing is working. It's good.
Yeah.
Great to be amongst you.
Hello, I'm Cecilia, and I'm really grateful for OHM. Even I just love the name as well. Even just saying it is just gets you back into your heart again and your throat. I'm somebody who definitely needs community to thrive, and through this community and many communities, I'm kind of like a person who brings communities together. I don't just stick with one community, so I kind of have my foot in many pies. So I was kind of a little bit involved in OHM, but then I was doing other things and hosting my own jams and doing lots of things, and then I was doing jazz as well, and I was like, whoa, it's getting, well, okay. Sorry. Music just comes out when I start talking. Music person. No. I feel we love you. I feel like I spent more time planning the festival, like at meetings, than actually at OHM this time around. I only spent like a day and a half there or something, and I would love to come back on your land. I didn't know it was your land because I wasn't there to. I didn't get to swim, so I'd love to swim. And I'd love to like host something on your land. But anyway, that's something for later. I'd like to thank Dom, because his food was fucking delicious. So grateful for Dom for cooking, and everyone else helped in the kitchen. And I suppose with what I learnt is, like, I had a lot of insecurity of needing to leave early to fulfill a commitment for myself, and I felt like because I did that, then I would be shunned or not feel as involved or as part of OHM like as everyone else. But I'm learning to let that go, and really for all of, like, I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like for evolution of the self, it just comes to following your heart and passion and loving yourself so much that the love is what keeps you moving, keeps you healthy. And basically I was just recovering from a really bad 3 months, so that's why I needed more time to myself. But I feel very motivated now to keep myself centered and with the love, so that I can contribute more to OHM, especially to the ceremonial part. I feel very called to get more involved in, But yeah, I'm just super grateful for everyone, and we're all awesome.
Yeah.
Yay! There you go.
Awesome. Never gets old. Cool, that was
Full
a beautiful. Huh?
It's gone full circle.
Full circle! Yeah, that was like pretty speedy, team. I like stuffed up on the tech and I didn't record our things. I know, right? So we're gonna do them again, everybody. So just oh, you're something like really? Well, I haven't really planned beyond this point, but that went really well. Cool, that was great. Thank you, everyone. That was really beautiful to hear all of the range of
Oh, I have a suggestion.
popcorn.
When people are talking, if instead of saying you just say if you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And
You said
something I forgot to say was I always felt like it was put on especially for me. That's what I was feeling like. Because it aligned so well. That's why I forgot to say. But, yeah.
I think you did get that across.
Yeah. Oh, I told you. But, yeah.
I feel the same though.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good sign.
I thought
Yeah, for me.
When you,
I feel like it was just for me.
personal. It's not just it's the crew. It's,
Yeah.
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 Because that's a really good sign if everyone is doing it for themselves as well as for everyone. Then it's not a conflict of interest between the self and the group. It aligns.
Yeah.
That's sort of a good sign.
Yeah.
It's like it's here just for me. It's amazing. Not in a selfish way, but like in a good kind of way. You know.
Yes.
So if people are feeling I'm here for not just for everyone, but for me, then that's a good place to start. Because then you can, in a place black, I'm here for me and for everyone.
Giving
Not
freely.
just for everyone and not for me. No, it doesn't seem right. It's like it's good.
So you
it's a
feel
good
like
match.
you've got more out of it than what you initially expected, is it?
Well,
It's not self-sacrificial.
yeah. It's not. It means that it aligns with both sharing and also caring.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know.
Can I get this mushroom?
Yeah.
Just a brief second.
Yeah.
I just want to just summarize it possibly. For me, and maybe for everyone, if you like search consent and boundaries, there's a wheel of consent, and there's a certain type of giving that is giving back. Like giving in your alignment, it's like giving to yourself. There's no taking in that exchange. Whereas if some people consent to give when they really do not have the capacity, then it might deplete you. But I think that's the thing with and the way it's run. I mean, I know there's like full structure and then complete surrender to chaos and stuff happening, but it's just nice when to have it seems like a mutual feeling of everyone is giving, and it's giving in a heart aligned way where it's completely giving back to themselves, and everyone's receiving. It's like a win-win. Yeah. That's all right. There you go.
Thank you.
Can I get?
Nah.
I love it.
Yeah,
We could do it.
You say
We can do it.
arm.
Like if we.
Second round.
Yeah, should we do a second round?
Mushroom.
I mean,
I want to speak to that. Through also witnessing it for a bit of a while now that if I enter into a space and my intention and what I direct, and that's what I tell people as well about gatherings, is if you enter into a space with the idea of seeing what you can get out of it, then you have one person working for you, that's you. Everyone else will notice that that's what you're there for, and they're less likely to actually offer anything. If you walk into a space with the intention of giving, this is where giving and taking are kind of all misunderstood. Enter in with a space of giving, and everyone's entering a space of giving. Let's say there's 100 people, then you have 100 people working for you all the time, including you. So it's just a natural, sensible thing to do, to go in with what can I give to this? What am I able to give to this? More relaxation around whatever a person is bringing is actually a gift. It's like whatever it is, their sadness, their tiredness, their wanting to be aloneness, whatever.
It's the same in life, not just right?
It's the same in everything, every moment.
Every
Yes,
aspect of our
it's
lives.
just remembering that shit. Thank you.
it's not that way now.
Yeah.
I was going.
Do you want to go? You can pass it if you don't want to. If you don't want to shake the mushroom.
I will share. it's a bit of a surprise, but it's also maybe a little bit of anticipation and excitement. But Angela has already donated a very significant piece to the next gathering for the women in November, and it's a heart. And there's been lots of talk of heart and big hearts and heart openings. So I believe the theme of this year will be heart expansion, and with her effigy, it's really very, really special.
Exciting. Very exciting.
Oh. Mushroom.
We keep juggling. Yeah, I guess just like, yeah, just some weird stuff happened that, like, I like my path got like redirected in a like crazy way, and then I ended up going to Rainbow Gathering in Tasmania, and then because like after Rainbow, then I ended up going to Earth Frequency, and I didn't meet any of the own people at Earth Frequency, but I walked past that like little tent thing that you guys had like a million times there. I'm pretty sure I saw you, but didn't know that was what that was. And then there was a Rainbow brother camped across from me, Jared, who I made like really good friends with, and then he told me about so then I decided to go to and then at Ellie and Charlie are staying on Jared's land, and they were there, and so I got to meet them, and that was really cool. And then because of that, then I got to go to Village because Peter was like, "You're coming." And I was like, I'm coming. And then, yeah, I don't know, just all this like cool stuff has like, the universe has like directed me down this like little pathway, and just talking about more things coming up, it's like, it's amazing. And it's also really weird because I did Peter's workshop at and I have this tattoo that I wanted to get covered for a really long time because I got it randomly as a free tattoo when I was like 18, and it's the number 13. And it's just really weird because then when I did your like for the workshop at the Village, and Peter explained all the things about the 13, I was like, this is fucking weird. Now we're sitting here with 13 of us, and anyway, I feel like I've been like pulled into this vortex. But
Yep.
yeah. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Just suggesting what you were saying before as well. When I was saying I felt like what on for me, it's not like what I'm going to get out of it. It's like what on the fact that it aligns very well with what I was already working on and bringing that really aligns so well that I'm going, well, maybe I should buy 2 more batteries if I'm providing power after Barry, which I did. It was like, it's like it encouraged me to do more of what I'm doing, not less, because it aligns so well. Well, now it's the reason, it's a deadline. Now I should do more of it, and as a result, then it's lifting me up as well. So, but the idea of being present and giving, like it shouldn't be just give, it's give and take. It's like obviously you get a lot from giving, but when it focuses the giving in a way that is really, really aligns with everything you're doing, but its timing is because of I do it now, then it's actually really, really, really good. And it's not just I'll do it just for them, and now I've got this. Well, no, it's something that I am encouraged to do more of. Well, I was going to do anyway, but more presently. So I think that's helps us be more who we are. If something does that as a process, I think that's a really good sign.
It's interesting to get the discussion and like sort of align with personal interests and home kind of definitely does seem to bring that out a bit. I definitely found it sort of beneficial. It's definitely motivated me to explore new areas of work where I'm interested in, and like the outdoor development space, like tech that I hadn't previously had any experience with. So it's been great alignment.
There it is.
I really like the whole topic of giving it a circle, and it's been such a big part of my personal journey as well. Shifting my own perception of even if I'm coming to a space with a need, that in itself, if it's in full ownership and coming from love, can be also a contribution and giving. Because I know for myself, when someone else shows up with that need and I get an opportunity to step into that space, I'm like, oh, I have that. I can give to you, so that it just allows this on flow consistently. So it's like, I often get into a space where it feels like it's creating a negative result because I'm perceiving it as I'm taking. So then I retracting from that and resisting that, rather than like, being as I am, even if it's a need, can still be giving. So I don't know, I wanted to add that, and it's really cool to hear everyone's stuff
Is that loud enough? I didn't come with any preconceptions or expectations is the right word when I came to the OHM Gathering, and I just came to kind of give what I could and just experience and be in the moment with beautiful people, and it was a really amazing experience.
That's
It was a really good learning experience to see, because we're all a lot of people, or most of us are on social media, and it was just good to get a proper human connection with everyone, and just to see that flow is really good.
Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, have FOMO. I was not there. Next one.
you will.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. I guess I was just feeling to speak to the giving, the receiving, the order, the chaos, and the elements of both masculine and feminine influence of structure and flow, which was super necessary. And I think like the structure side of it, like, it felt very important beforehand, and then the flow felt very important when we were present. So just kind of acknowledging that we do need both, and I think as individuals we can try and uphold that balance within ourselves as well. Okay, structure and then lots of wiggle room within it. You know, we maybe didn't have enough wiggle room personally, but then as the weekend progresses, then it just kind of all just became wiggling, you know. Through the whole site. And in terms of the offerings being so structured when they were, I think people wanted a lot of freedoms to flow and to move, and also because it's a gift-based economy, like, and I've been at Burns that are like this before, where everyone is giving and not everyone has such capacity to then receive, you know. So to, I don't know, just kind of floating those concepts of how we can have a lot of people in receiving, in flow, so maybe that more contributing beforehand and then not necessarily on the gathering, so people can just be there in receivership, and then people who are contributing on the gathering maybe not contributing so much beforehand, so that there's elements of both that structure and flow for everybody.
Structure and flow. Oh, the juggler drops the catch.
Structure and flow sounds good. Structure and flow does sound good. It's really beautiful being in a space of people that I want to give and share to, that receive it well. You know, sometimes in our day-to-day worlds we can share and do things with people that are a bit not so grateful. So it's nice to be in a community of people that are grateful for the share. And I found like some of the tasks, you know, that you get asked for during the festival can be feeling a bit overwhelmed. It's like, wow, I've got to do this big thing. But you just do it, you know, you help out, you do your chef. And then when it gets to your big job and you've got people helping you, it's like, this feels so good now, you know? So, yeah, be willing to do that bit of grind here and there to help other people, and it definitely comes back around in your circle. So, yeah.
So thanks for the share.
Yeah,
Yeah, seconding on that, like it was such a great growing experience to be working with different people and with especially with seeing you work the time you did. It was such a humbling experience of someone so dedicated to a project that it feels like I just want to follow that and be that giving. Yeah, thank you so much for showing that, because I've never seen that before, so thank you.
Thank you. Well, I think that's a beautiful note to highlight what I'd like to do next, but after a round of perhaps some movement that I think Amy could lead us through.
Yeah.
But I think
fire.
Sorry?
We just covered the fire. So.
Oh yeah, well
actually
that's
cover
true.
it with
Yeah.
fire.
I don't know if we have wood, but
I think we do. Yeah.
before we test that one out. Yes.
Yes, fine.
Roles, hours, time. I highlighted before that Angie spent over 100 hours on that effigy creation, and it has been a long time dreaming. And other people spent highly significant amounts of time in the lead up, especially Amy B. Jumping into the fire, into the breach that it was, into the structure that was a lot of work. But we were prototyping a new way to do things. It was, to the best of my knowledge, the first purely gift-based gathering. No, that's not true. I'm sure there's been gift-based gatherings.
Yeah.
But the first gift-based gathering where every gift and offering and contribution was transparently recorded in a way that we can all access and do cool stuff with. And what I think is a really important step, and I'm inviting everybody to embark on this journey with me, is the process that Angie and I have been on the last couple of weeks to document and keep track of the roles and the hats that we were wearing. Like Angie, I think I highlighted, was wearing probably 4 hats, and then probably more beyond that. I would guess I was wearing 12. I don't know.
13, yeah.
The hard part is breaking them down into roles that make sense. But for example, one of my roles I've written up is the application review and selection lead, which was a mammoth job for this first one because we were succeeding in having this would be the world first, I guess, is a crowd-voted selection process for all of the workshops and performances that happened at the gathering. And I don't know any gathering in the world that's doing that in a way that's transparent and we can then all be a part of. And that took a lot of time, but it will take a lot less time next time. And it will take less time the time after that. And what will really help that get more efficient over time is the more that we can document and keep track of the things that we did in a way that can then be passed on as a learning to the next person who might want to step into that role, however far down the track that might be. And so I've done that for my application lead role. Angie has written up her effigy lead role. And I invite anyone that was playing a lead role, like say on scheduling.
About 6 hats.
hats. Can we make hats?
Yes! Oh my god, we should make hats.
We have a hat making workshop as time
Yeah.
rolls. You're proud. Good luck with that. It's yours.
That's actually a great idea.
The
Yeah,
craft side
wow.
of things could really take it to town with hats
cool.
and other things like that to get crafty, but like this is with intention, this means something.
Yeah.
This is your hat, but
And then
also
when we
in
get
other areas
together
like
for meetups, we can all wear our
Hat.
yeah.
You can have a hat and then you just have feathers. It sounds like
oh yes, another feathers to your hat.
your hat and then you can have
Every day.
feathers.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ceremonial feathers that represent things. Oh, that's cool. And then you still get to wear your awesome hat because I'm never taking this off my head. Yes.
Wear two hats at once.
Oh, the mushroom is
If you have many feathers in your
Many
You're literally
feathers.
putting a feather in your cap.
The more feathers you become a general eventually.
oh
Yes.
It could be like
Wow. No. The point in having the mushroom is that I get to shake.
I'm keen to move.
Move. Yeah. So I'll just round off that, which is
just to,
an invitation for anyone at any time, because this is my life and passion, and I am working on this whenever you're ready to work on this, to sit down with me and we can work through, and I can show you how our ClickUp space is managed. And I know it's been a lot, and I know there's been a lot of emails, and I know it's been very intense, but it is also like the second brain of the project right now, and beautifully can capture what your role was, or your 6 roles. And that role could just be part of the build crew. It could be, I spent 5 hours doing some promo or comms or whatever it is. It doesn't need to be a lead role. It can be whatever you did. And we'll figure out a way to break it down. If you were doing 2 roles and they were kind of separate, we'll write them up separately. But this then becomes a template for the next time that we do this. And to speak of, once we then have evaluation, I'll talk about the evaluation later, but this template, what I wanted to highlight, what we're building at OHM, this is going to be part of my pitch. Yeah, should we just...
wholesome music in the end.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we did want to move, didn't we? Yeah, okay, I'll come back to this, but we are building a replicable template for OHM gatherings that could then be extended to other communities in the future, and possibly near future, depending how quickly we evolve this thing. And that'll be part of the next discussion when we're going to do a bit of a pitch on what we think we could spend some money on the next few months. But before we get that, shall we have a little bit of movement with Amy B?
Yeah, sure. I might need to pee first.
Okay. Yeah. So should we say break, movement, and then regather, or around?
Yeah. Do you want to build
we could,
a fire? 'Cause
we
it's
could
gonna get
gather.
cold and dark.
Should we go inside then?
Go inside
After the
next bit?
movement, yeah.
Yeah, there's a space in the.
Do you want to do the movement in there or out here?
We could do, yeah. Should we bring everything inside and have pee breaks and that, and then we can gather
Yep.
in there and
Yep,
just
great
kind
idea.
of warm up?
Yep, I like it. Nice.